Howdy folks, we've got a kit review today. It's one of the French aircraft that I've managed to find. Sorry with my French if I get this completely wrong. The kit's done by Azur and the aircraft is a Potez 630 French heavy fighter. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Like I said, I apologise if I completely screwed that up. I'm no good at my French. 1/48 scale. Got a nice box art. The aircraft looks a bit like a German pencil, other known as the, I can't think what it is at the moment, but it will come to me. But there's this side of the box. Got this side, kit number A057. There's this side, you've got the French, or you can have a Swedish one. 2007 kit. It's not that old. If I can find another one, I'm going to do the Swedish one as well. You get instructions. You get one giant bag of screws. You do get a bag of resin, which is just like a drop tank, and engine parts. There's a wheel in there, landing gear. Here's your canopy, and just like some light glass, and your decals. Information on the aircraft. I believe that's the English one. Pause the video if you wish to read it. Your sprue map, and then your stuff you get in the kit. Oh, sorry, and there is photo etch as well, which is in the back of the decals. I noticed going through the instructions earlier just to test, check everything out before I bought it. The instructions and the way the kit's done it is a bit similar to a special hobby kit. It's a bit similar to the way it's done, and the plastic's got that rough texture feel, so you want to go over your kit with like a polishing sponge or something just to smooth it up a bit. But anyway, you start with your cockpit. You put your PE, which is the photo etch, seat belts in, and your steering, pedals, cockpit parts. There's 3 seats. You got a pilot, looks like a radio operator or whatever, and then I think there's a rear gunner as well. Not quite sure. They're roles, or it could be 2 people for the back of the aircraft doing the gun. I'm not quite sure. Or it could even have a camera. I'm not quite sure what it says. It's a heavy fighter. There wouldn't be a camera, would it? So it's probably one does the ammo belt and the other one does the gun and the other one's a pilot. And side of fuselage halves, put in some, looks like drums of ammo in. Your landing gear gets put together, 2 half wheels, not a fan of, but unfortunately that's what you get. Putting your 2 fuselage halves together and your cockpit. 5 and 6, 7, 8. Where's 9? Five, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, sorry, step lines up there. Yeah. Your wheel arches going in, your wings going together, engine cowling, the back of your wings going together, and your stabilizers. They're all fixed, so you can't pose the aircraft, unfortunately. Your engine cowling going on, your engines, as I said, resin, so you have to be putting them together. There's no plastic resin, no plastic engines in this, so you have to use the resin. So I wouldn't recommend this for a beginner because it's got resin parts and you need a little bit of a skill set for that. Nice touch. Your landing gear goes in from underneath, so you can paint it all without, and then mask it up without having to be masked up like I did on the Japanese aircraft. The landing gear had to go in early, which was a pain because I had to mask it all off and stuff. switch this round. You've got your machine guns going on, or optional to have a belly type thing. I'm not sure what that is. I thought it was a fuel tank, but it looks like another machine gun type cannon thing. Aerials going on. And then you've got this one, your glass going in, your canopy, your machine gun going in at the back, aerial, propellers, spinner, and then you get your first paint scheme. This one here is from the box. I thought it was silver. I thought it was light grey and dark grey, but it's actually silver and dark grey. So this dark bit and this bit here is dark grey, I believe. It's H73, which is Mr. Hobby colours, and H8 is silver. It's 1940, June 1940, over in France. You've got this French one as well, which is all dark grey with the and the bottom is a light grey blue colour. Is H73 for the dark grey and H337 for the light bluish grey. And then you get one of the Swedish ones, which is all dark grey, H73, and then the light grey blue, which is H337 they're calling for. And then the other Swedish one, I like this one. This is a bit more work, but I think this looks better. This is again dark grey with the light blue grey bottom, and then it's red and white stripes with the red and white cross. A lot of people would paint that on, but you have to paint these stripes, but these cross bits come as decals. You get your glass, which is already cut from the sprue. I believe you can cut it here at this focus. I believe this seam line here, you can cut this and you can have it open at the back here. And you get a little bit of glass work for lights. You get your bag of resin, which is sealed. Let's take a look what we get inside. Where did the piece come flying off over there? What the hell is that? I don't need that, it's an important part. What looks like piping. You've got two of those, sorry about that. A resin wheel and the landing gear part, that's your tail wheel. Your two main parts of your engine. So all those holes is for the cylinders, which is these. You get 4 of these, and there's your cylinders. It's hard to see the detail because the colour of the resin. And there's your cylinders. A bit similar to when I done the silver aircraft. What was it? The Gladiator. When I did the Gladiator, that engine went together pretty similar to this. Looks like small detail parts. I'm not quite sure what they are. Gun sights maybe, and little buttons and stuff. I'm not quite sure what they are. There's that belly tank, which I thought was a fuel tank, but it's actually the guns, because 2 guns go in the front of those holes. If you hear some background noise, it's a little bit windy today. I've got the window open. I do apologise. Is one of your main sprues, your wings, fuselage halves, wheels, back of the wing, tail, fins, landing gear. It's got loads of recessed panel lines, but no rivets. Hardly any rivets on this kit. So there's a few rivets there. The panel lines don't seem out of scale. They seem reasonable. I've never really seen this kit before. I think it's quite an oldish kit. I would say 2007 is, I don't know, you probably wouldn't say it's old, but, and like I said, take your time with this kit because there's no locating pins on any of the parts that have to go together. So test fit, test fit, test fit. I just can't say it enough. Have to test fit everything for it to fit. Your landing gear, 2 half wheels. There's no pattern on there. There's no weight on wheels. Weight on wheels you can do by just sanding it flat at the bottom slightly, so you can quite easily make weight on wheels yourself. What you get in this bag? All your fine detail parts. Looks like more landing gear, piping, tubing, aerials, some more landing gear at the back here. There's one of the machine guns going to the back. Oxygen tank bottles probably. So there's a lot of fine detail parts in there. This is your wheel arches, very basic detail inside. Your top of your cockpit, there's your cockpit floor. Those circles are not ejector pins, they are actually meant to be there. So you've got a bit of ejection pin inside your wheel arch. You have to take care of. Instrument panel, radio equipment. Main upper wings, quite large wings. Detailing is pretty good. Your upper wings, so there's recessed panel lines but no rivets. Again, a little bit on the rough texture, so go over with a polishing sponge, smooth it out a bit. May have to wash it because it's a little bit shiny and could be a bit of mould resin on there, or mould release agent or whatever you call it. Engine cowlings, propellers, spinners, 3-bladed propeller, radiator, air duct, whatever that probably is. These pieces have come off. I think these are to do with the back of the engine somewhere. There's your decals and your fellow witch. Come here. Here's your fellow witch. Seatbelts are painted or coloured like a greyish colour. The rest of it's grey, so I believe that goes on and then you paint on top of it. Put primer down and then paint on top of it, it should be no problems. You get this, there you go. Little bit of plastic, could be for your instrument panel probably, quite sure. There's your decals, bit on the glossy side. I'm not sure who they're printed by, probably printed by the company that made the kit. printed by that company up the top there. Can't pronounce that. But the round all seem in register. Yeah, don't seem off or anything. They seem in pretty good shape. So you got the French and you got the Swedes. So there you go, guys. There's one of the French aircrafts I have. I'd say I think it's Azur, the manufacturer, and Potez 630. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Like I said, I do apologise if I screw it up. Ladies.